When it comes to engineering electric vehicles, Tesla doesn't cut corners, even on the smallest components. Think washers and bolts. Yes, those tiny parts that often go unnoticed are actually critical to Tesla's success in delivering high-performance, durable vehicles. Tesla utilizes specialized washers and bolts that are meticulously designed and manufactured to meet stringent quality standards and certifications. But why does this matter? Because in Tesla's world, every bolt, washer, and fastener play a vital role, ensuring safety, precision, and long-term reliability. For example, these fasteners are engineered to withstand extreme vibrations from Tesla's powerful electric motors. Specialized washers distribute loads evenly, preventing deformation of lightweight components used in their chassis and battery systems. High-tensile bolts hold critical components together, ensuring structural integrity under high torque and thermal expansion. In other words, these parts may be small, but they're anything but ordinary. Each fastener meets automotive-grade certifications to guarantee that Tesla vehicles perform flawlessly, mile after mile. This attention to detail is more than engineering. It's a commitment to quality, one that ensures Tesla cars are as durable and reliable as they are innovative. Because at Tesla, even the smallest parts are built to drive the future. Today we are talking about a surprisingly important part of any project that uses washers. Washers might not seem like the most exciting thing in the world, but trust me, they are essential for creating strong and long-lasting joints and connections. There are many reasons to use washers with fasteners. In this video, we're going to explore the world of washers, their types, purposes, functions, and their advantages and disadvantages. Did you know not using a washer can cause material damage? In this video, we'll find out why. Let's get started. This is for educational purposes, and while we're using Tesla as an example, the importance of washers applies across all industries. Washers, tiny, circular, and often overlooked. But, did you know these little discs are absolute powerhouses when it comes to fastener performance? Let's take a closer look at why washers are more important than you think. Imagine screwing a bolt into soft wood or thin plastic. Well, what happens? You risk pulling right through the material. A washer? It spreads the load, protecting the surface and saving you from a costly mishap. Speaking of protection, washers prevent damage. They keep surfaces safe from scratches, dents, or deformation when you tighten down a fastener. No more unsightly marks, but wait. Washers do more than protect. They prevent loosening. Lock washers in particular fight off vibrations and keep your fastener locked securely in place. That's right. No wiggling loose under pressure. Need more stability? Washers ensure even clamping pressure and help stabilize fasteners on irregular or uneven surfaces. They hold your components together. Ever dealt with an oversized hole? No problem. Washers fill that gap, giving your fastener a solid foundation to grip. Corrosion? Not today. Washers act as barriers, protecting materials from rust and corrosion, especially when mixing metals. Stainless steel fasteners? A washer helps prevent seizing or galling under friction, but we're not done yet. Washers also stop fasteners from embedding into soft materials, improve torque control for accurate tightening, and even provide thermal and electrical insulation to prevent shorts or heat transfer. Need sealing? Specialized washers keep out moisture, dust, and debris, perfect for harsh conditions. Alignment? No sweat. Washers keep fasteners straight, even on curved or uneven surfaces. Plus, they reduce wear, saving your components from direct damage. Washers also have bonus roles. They act as spacers to adjust positioning and even enhance the assembly's appearance for a clean, professional finish. And the cherry on top? They extend fastener life by reducing stress concentration. That's long-term savings. So next time you see a washer, remember it's not just a piece of hardware, it's a game changer. Whether it's a flat washer, a lock washer, or a sealing washer, every type has a purpose. And in the right application, it's the difference between failure and flawless performance. Want to learn how washers can solve real-world issues in your projects? Stay tuned. In the next part of this video, we'll go deeper into the different types of washers. Imagine a high-speed food manufacturing cold room operating at just 42 degrees Fahrenheit. The air is crisp, the equipment runs non-stop, and precision is critical. Here, an industrial conveyor transfers freshly shredded cheese, a delicate, fast-moving product. In environments like this, every component matters, right down to the washers. Let's take a closer look. Engineers face several challenges when selecting washers for the type of conveyor system in this environment, such as material compatibility, load capacity, corrosion resistance, thermal expansion and contraction, and adherence to industry standards and certifications. In a cold room with food-grade products, washers must withstand low temperatures and harsh sanitation processes. Stainless steel washers, like those made of 316-grade stainless steel, are often the top choice. Why? They resist corrosion, handle frequent washdowns, and meet FDA and NSF food safety standards. Plastic washers, like those made of PTFE, can also be used for added resistance to moisture and chemicals. With the conveyor running at high speeds, washers must distribute the load evenly to prevent bolts from loosening under constant vibration, and protect the conveyor frame from deformation due to heavy loads and fast motion. Engineers often choose flat washers to evenly distribute pressure, while spring or lock washers are added to counter vibrations and ensure long-term stability. Sanitation in food manufacturing means regular exposure to water and harsh cleaning chemicals like chlorine-based solutions. Over time, these can cause washers and fasteners to corrode. That's why engineers rely on washers made of corrosion-resistant materials, such as 316 stainless steel or chemically resistant plastics, to maintain long-term performance and hygiene compliance. In cold room environments, temperatures can fluctuate during operation, cleaning, or shutdown periods. These changes cause thermal expansion and contraction of materials. Washers must maintain their structural integrity and performance, ensuring bolts remain tight despite these shifts. Stainless steel and PTFE washers are commonly chosen for their ability to handle temperature variations without warping or loosening. In food manufacturing, compliance is non-negotiable. Washers used in this conveyor meet strict standards including ASTM F436 for load-bearing performance, FDA 21 CFR for food contact materials, and ISO 3506 for corrosion resistance in stainless steel components. These certifications guarantee not only durability but also safety, ensuring no contamination of the cheese product. So, the next time you see an industrial conveyor smoothly transferring products, remember, behind its performance is engineering precision. Washers might be small, but in critical applications like this cheese shredder transfer system, they are the unsung heroes that keep production running reliably and safely. Choosing the right washer isn't just about nuts and bolts. It's about understanding the environment, ensuring compatibility, and meeting the highest standards of quality. That's engineering excellence at work. When it comes to space exploration, there's no room for failure. Every bolt, washer, and fastener used by NASA must endure the most extreme conditions imaginable: blistering heat, bone-chilling cold, and the relentless vacuum of space. Take the washers and bolts that hold critical components of a spacecraft together. These small parts face temperatures exceeding 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit during re-entry, as well as intense vibration, pressure changes, and thermal cycling throughout the mission. NASA engineers rely on high-temperature resistant materials like Inconel and titanium alloys for washers and bolts. These space-grade materials are resistant to thermal expansion and contraction, able to maintain their strength under extreme mechanical stress, and virtually immune to oxidation and corrosion in the vacuum of space. Before they're launched into the cosmos, these washers and bolts must pass rigorous testing to meet certifications like NASA STD 5020 for vibration and dynamic loads, AMS 5662 for high-strength heat-resistant alloys, and mil-spec standards, which ensure durability under shock, thermal extremes, and long-term stress. For example, during the Mars rover missions, specialized washers and bolts were used to secure components exposed to temperature swings of -130 degrees Fahrenheit to +70 degree F on the Martian surface. These fasteners didn't just hold things together, they ensured the mission's success. So, while washers and bolts may seem small, in the world of space exploration, they're the backbone of reliability. NASA's commitment to using high-performance, space-grade components allows humanity to reach further, explore deeper, and push the boundaries of what's possible. Because in space, precision isn't optional, it's mission-critical. We've explored the critical role of washers across 3 key industries: automotive, food production, and aerospace. Now let's dive deeper into the different types of washers and their specific applications. First up, we've got the MVP of the washer world, the flat washer. These are the ones you see everywhere, and for good reason. They are simple, effective, and incredibly versatile. Imagine you are bolting 2 pieces of metal together. As you tighten the bolt, it puts pressure on the metal, creating friction that holds everything together. The problem is that friction can cause wear and tear on the metal over time, especially if the bolt hole is a little rough around the edges. That's where the flat washer steps in. It acts as a bodyguard for your materials, providing a smooth, even surface for the bolt to tighten against. This distributes the load more evenly, reducing wear and tear on the material and preventing the bolt from digging in and potentially weakening the joint. Flat washers come in a variety of materials like steel, stainless steel, brass, and even plastic, each with its own strengths and ideal applications. For example, stainless steel washers are super durable and corrosion resistant, making them perfect for outdoor use or in harsh environments. They also come in different sizes to fit a wide range of bolt diameters. So whether you're building a deck, assembling furniture, or working on a car, there's a flat washer out there that's perfect for the job. Flat washers are essential for countless applications, ensuring that your projects are strong, stable, and built to last. Don't let their simplicity fool you. Next up, we have the dynamic duo of the washer world, spring washers. These little guys are like the superheroes of preventing loosening caused by vibrations. You know that annoying rattling sound your car makes sometimes? A well-placed spring washer might be all that stands between you and a symphony of squeaks and rattles. So how do they work their magic? Spring washers, as their name implies, are designed with a spring-like shape. When you tighten a bolt with a spring washer, the washer compresses, storing a small amount of energy. This creates a constant tension that helps keep the bolt from rotating and loosening, even when subjected to vibrations, shock, or thermal expansion and contraction. They are especially useful in applications where things are constantly moving or vibrating, like engines, pumps, or heavy machinery. Think of them like the shock absorbers of the fastener world. There are a couple of main types of spring washers, each with its own unique spring action. There's the split ring spring washer, which looks like a, well, split ring. These are great for heavy-duty applications. Then there's the helical spring washer, which looks like a tightly wound coil. These are more commonly used in lighter-duty applications. Imagine the split ring spring washer as a simple ring that's been cut once, allowing it to flex and maintain tension. The helical spring washer looks more like a coiled spring, designed to compress and keep fasteners tight. No matter what type of spring washer you choose, they are all about maintaining a constant clamping force on your fasteners. So, next time you're working on a project where things are bound to get a little shaky, remember the trusty spring washer. Now, let's talk about tooth lock washers, the security guards of the fastener world. These washers are specifically designed to prevent fasteners from turning or loosening, even under extreme conditions. They are like the duct tape of the fastener world, but a whole lot more reliable and effective. Unlike spring washers, which provide a spring force, lock washers rely on their unique shape and teeth to dig into the mating surfaces, creating a physical barrier against rotation. They are like tiny little pit bulls clinging onto your fasteners for dear life. There are many different types of lock washers, each with its own locking mechanism. One common type is the external teeth lock washer, which has teeth on the outer edge, pointing outward. When the bolt is tightened, the teeth dig into the surface of the assembly, providing extra grip, preventing the fastener from turning or loosening. Another popular type is the internal tooth lock washer, which has teeth on the inside diameter that grip onto the bolt or screw. Lock washers are especially useful in applications where safety and reliability are paramount, such as automotive, aerospace, and construction industries. So, if you need to make sure that your fasteners are going to stay put, no matter what, lock washers are the answer. Now let's talk about fender washers, the big boys of the washer world. These washers are easily recognizable by their large outer diameter, which can be several times larger than the fastener they are used with. But what's the point of all that extra surface area? It's all about spreading the load. Fender washers are like the ultimate load distributors. They are used when you need to fasten something to a soft or thin material that might otherwise be damaged by the concentrated force of a standard washer. Think of it like this. Imagine trying to hang a heavy picture on a drywall. If you just use a regular screw, it might rip right through the drywall. But if you use a fender washer, the load is spread out over a larger area, reducing the stress on the drywall and preventing damage. Fender washers are often used in applications like automotive bodywork, roofing, and plumbing, where they help to distribute the load of fasteners on large panels or thin materials. They are also great for use with softwoods like pine or fir, which can be easily crushed by over-tightening. So next time you need to fasten something securely to a delicate surface, remember the mighty fender washer. Finishing washers, looking good. Now let's move on to something a little more aesthetically pleasing. Finishing washers. These washers are all about appearances. They are designed to provide a clean, finished look to your projects, concealing the rough edges of bolt holes and adding a touch of style. They are like the makeup artists of the fastener world. Finishing washers are typically used in applications where the appearance of the finished product is important, such as furniture making, cabinetry, and signage. They are also often used in conjunction with countersunk screws, creating a smooth, flush surface. One of the key features of finishing washers is their smooth, rounded edges. This helps to prevent snags and scratches, ensuring that your finished project looks its best. They are also available in a variety of finishes including chrome, nickel, and brass, to match your project's aesthetics. So, if you want your projects to look as good as they function, finishing washers are a must-have. Shoulder washers, the insulators. Now let's talk about shoulder washers, the insulators of the fastener world. These washers are unique because they have a raised shoulder or collar that extends above the bearing surface. This shoulder provides a physical barrier between the fastener and the material being fastened, preventing electrical conductivity and galvanic corrosion. Galvanic corrosion occurs when two dissimilar metals are in contact with each other in the presence of an electrolyte, such as water. This can cause one of the metals to corrode prematurely, weakening the joint and potentially leading to failure. Shoulder washers are often used in electrical applications where it is important to isolate fasteners from sensitive electronic components. They're also commonly used in marine environments where salt water can accelerate galvanic corrosion. Another benefit of shoulder washers is that they can provide a bearing surface for rotating parts. For example, a shoulder washer could be used to support a shaft that rotates inside a housing. So, if you need to insulate fasteners from sensitive components or prevent galvanic corrosion, shoulder washers are the answer. Sealing washers, no leaks here. And finally, let's talk about sealing washers, the leak preventers of the fastener world. These washers are designed to create a watertight or airtight seal around a fastener, preventing leaks and contamination. They are like tiny little gaskets for your bolts. Sealing washers are often used in plumbing, hydraulic, and pneumatic applications where even a small leak can cause major problems. They are also frequently used in food processing and medical equipment where hygiene and sterility are critical. There are many different types of sealing washers, each with its own unique sealing mechanism. One common type is the bonded sealing washer, which consists of a metal washer with a rubber or neoprene bonding material on one or both sides. The bonding material compresses when the bolt is tightened, creating a tight seal. Another popular type is the lip seal washer, which has a flexible lip that conforms to the shape of the mating surface, creating a seal. Sealing washers are available in a wide range of materials including rubber, neoprene, silicone, and PTFE. So if you need to keep things leak-free, sealing washers are the way to go. Washers help ensure that fasteners tighten evenly and securely. Without them, misalignment or uneven clamping can occur, leading to warped components or an unstable assembly. So while it might seem like a small detail, skipping the washer can lead to big problems, material damage, joint failure, and even downtime in industrial settings. Remember, a washer is not just an accessory, it's an essential part of a reliable and long-lasting assembly. Always pay attention to the small details, they make a big difference in engineering success. Thanks for watching, and let's keep building smarter solutions, one small part at a time. If you liked this video, please like, subscribe, and share. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.